Things are going quite well for us so far. We've had two really good runs in the last 2 days. Um, we still haven't hit 12 wins on anything, but at the same time, every single draft mode we seem to be doing is an uphill struggle because we're kind of refusing to play Dark Angels, which is stupid. Let's be honest. Like, you should just play the strongest thing. It is that simple. Like, if you want to get the best reward, you should play the strongest thing. And it's more just kind of fatigue on my end, but I think we've been playing pretty well apart from that. There hasn't been a run yet that I haven't really seen like a lot of mistakes. I'm like, okay, look, like this was a learning experience. I'm glad we I'm glad we recorded this, that I could look back through it and really consider the decisions I was making. That first match yesterday was actually kind of ridiculous because I'm looking back at it, and like even in the game, we lost the first match, and then afterwards I was thinking we could have done better, and every single defeat is just such a massive deal. You need to like zone in on it. What exactly happened? Did I really have nothing I could do? But I think in this case, yeah, I feel like we could have tried to protect the. Was it the DSA? I'm pretty sure it was. I think we could have just slammed drone port and then tried to protect the DSA, and that was our avenue to like generate value and maybe catch up a little bit. What am I hoping for today? I'm not actually sure, to be honest. I'm not actually sure. Um, Probably not orcs, probably not necrons. Apart from that, I'm kind of open. I'm kind of open to anything, I think. Okay, I mean, not Orican. This is ridiculous, right? I mean, Azrael is kind of like the poster child right now. You literally see him when you're waiting for the draft to start, and he just gets Orican's ability for free. Orican has to pay one. Plus, Azrael gets a whole bunch of extra stuff and 40 health instead of 35. So yeah, I mean, Grok is, like the Orc card pool on a card-to-card basis. Average card quality is low. Necrons, it's kind of low. Orican has been power crept. So this decision's quite an easy one, really. Probably one of the easiest decisions you've ever had to make in a draft. I've only got an hour today. My phone broke yesterday, so I need to buy a new one, and then I need to go to work afterwards. So I haven't really got the time to like really, really get into it. Hopefully, we don't just get defeated immediately. But when I get back from work, well, we could be playing until like 1 in the morning to finish the run. So not exactly looking forward to that, but it is what it is. Um, the ethereal is good. It can be really, really interesting because it has in it a way of interacting with the boards. It is very kind of quirky and niche. Like nothing else really does it the way that Honored Ethereal does it. But Sense of Stone inspired to greatness. You need troops first. Like I'm not exactly sure what the phrase is. Is it modular? I'm not sure if it is. But just the fact that you need other bits. I suppose you could say like they're kind of like combo bits, like Sense of Stone rewards like a really wide board. Inspired to greatness just rewards the fact that you've got something on the board that can take advantage of the range. So it has to be something meaningful, kind of. I'm not sure. Uh, this is. I mean, are we? With Omisa so far, we've had like what you might call like a genuine drone draft. We had that weird draft that was just kind of like good bits here and there, and it all came together and was like this mid-range tempo thing where our curve was like a little bit of two, but really a lot of three, four, and five, and that did feel good. It felt amazing just that in every single match, without fail, I didn't feel like we just drew a dead hand and we couldn't do anything. That felt really, really good. But now, like, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what? Like, Cold Side Battlesuit is pretty legitimate. Enforcer Battlesuit, sure, pretty legitimate. I, I mean, Dynamic Offensive. Free energy to draw two cards, but they have to be Battlesuits to really catch up. Like, you're spending free energy, but you're not doing anything apart from drawing more cards. You're not affecting the board or doing anything really, or not immediately. So the only way you can really get back the tempo loss from just playing free energy, do nothing, would have to be battlesuits. So I'd have to go into battlesuits. But these two look pretty. They look fantastic, don't they? Razor Shark Fighter is pretty crap. I think Firesight Marksman and Pulse Onslaught, yeah, completely fair in the draft mode. I think they're both completely fair cards in the draft mode. And they are cheaper. Like, this is such a massive investment. It's like straight away saying, look, you're gonna have to look for more. It could be interesting though. I mean, I don't hate any of these packs, honestly. Like, I think the Ethereal kind of makes up for this one. We can search for like the cheap. I mean, realistically, we're going to be making drones. We can search for stuff. This will find a use. Actually, now that I've said that out loud, I've realised that this makes a lot more sense than I originally was thinking. I mean, it rewards a wide board where we have a wide board, or we tend to try and build a wide board. Inspired to Greatness, there's always going to be something we can put this on. And drones have 1 ranged attack and 0 melee. They are already ranged, and a lot of them are flying. So Inspired to Greatness, I don't know how you inspire to greatness a drone, technically, but that actually looks better now. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, 2, 3, 4. So this is the cheapest pack. Honoured Ethereal is pretty legitimate. There's some interest. Yeah, okay, you know what? Take it then. I kind of convinced myself around there. Brought myself around. Kaon can be, but I haven't seen the AoE. I don't even know if it's in a Tau pack. That's the crazy thing is, I played Unvar and then I played Omysos twice with Tau. So I've played it 3 times and I've never seen the AoE that does additional damage. It just like does 2 damage but does additional damage if they've got Markalite on them. No, like Missile Drone is okay. Sniper Drone is okay. I'm not sure. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never been a fan of Fireblade. I think that's been pretty obvious. And I think Fire Warrior is legitimate in so much as when you go in seconds, you get the Vanguards. You can create Vanguard units yourself. And there's 4 range, means it can trade up. But you are having to like... I'm not sure how to explain this. You're having to play in such a way that you like baby the card. Like, this is actually demanding an investment from us because it's only got 2 health. You can just get pinned off straight away if nothing's protecting it. So it's kind of poor. The DS8 I absolutely love. Should we try fortified positions? Because I feel like this is great when you've already got a significant advantage. So it's kind of win more. And I think this, like 255, like this 2 can be cheated. The fact it gets a DS8 companion drone. I think the DS8 is great. But I think this is... You're paying 4 for a 255 that doesn't do anything else. I don't think 5 health is difficult. You know, your opponent's not really given like a really difficult question there. I think it's pretty poor. This makes the most sense though, doesn't it, realistically? Yeah, I'm just double checking, but realistically, I just don't... I don't really like Missile Drone or Sniper Drone a massive amount, but I just think it does something. No. Actually. I mean, the Fire Warrior is a 2-drop, but we're never playing it on 2. We've got our drones. We rarely play our drones a lot of the time. Maybe we should just do this again, I think. Honoured Ethereal is kind of our card draw. And we need this because of the Rampager. Ooh. Wow, you pay 3 energy just to give Markalite 2. Oh no, you can give it to the enemy Warlord though. So that's why it's 3 energy, I suppose. Recon Sweep Guardian Drone, fine. It's okay. Zephyr's Grace is pretty amazing actually. Stealth Chasse Suite. I don't know what to make of this yet. But, you know, like the fact it has stealth, which is something we don't have, and is pretty rare, and would allow us to get something onto the board that could be difficult to deal with. Going into Dark Angels with it isn't going to feel great. This Zephyr's Grace, though, is cheap. Shield is amazing. It's pretty relevant throughout the game. Things scale up and, you know, get more health and more damage. But Shield still just stops like a fool. But this is just great value. This is fantastic value. You know, like, I've always been a big fan of Kroot Hound. Against Dark Angels, it's felt pretty poor lately. But Krutox Rampager is good against most things, to be honest. It's good against most things. Major weakness to ranged. But even this, I mean, it has good synergy with kind of everything. Yeah, like, this has great synergy. Kroot Hound in this meta doesn't seem good, even though I think you just got to go for that. I mean, the battlesuit does have Vanguard. We've got a bit of card draw as well, Unshi as well. Like, this is pretty great, actually. Sunshark Bomber, like, that's kind of a joke, isn't it? All it does when it hits the board is give Markerlight 2. That's rubbish. This looks like an absolutely terrible pack. Burgeoning Empire, I don't think so. I think this is the true Burgeoning Empire. This is, you know, like that Storm of Fire because it's a game winner. But we can always make Storm of Fire with Serene Unifier. It's really not like a problem. We do have to pay 2 energy to get it, but I think this is just better. I think Unshi is a great card that we just haven't been allowed to play. Hunter's Instincts has been amazing for us before. Kroot Carnivore could be, yeah. You know, I think this card is like 3 out of 5. We're not, I don't know, like we're not struggling for card draw, arguably now. And I would rather like put this down on turn 1 rather than create a drone. Although that one range does suck a bit. Pathfinder, absolutely fantastic. Recon Sweep. This free energy is crazy, but I mean, stun is another thing that scales throughout the game. Things get bigger and bigger, but stun still stops a thing. Like, you know, it's always relevant. It's almost always relevant in the game. So the only question really is Sniper Drone. Okay, we'll go Sniper Drone. Homing Beacon. You pay 4 for a 2/4/4. It gives you an extra option, I suppose. 3/4/4. It does come out in stealth though. So it will hang around, which is pretty great. And I'm not seeing any discounts on the drones so far. We desperately need like experimental drones and protocols, but we're not seeing it. I don't think I can take this because of the Fireblade. We've got some infantry. I mean, infantry counts as, and then of course, you know, we've got various Krutox and so on. Nah, there's not enough here. I don't really want to take this again. Much as I like K-On! Tactics, like, where's the... This feels kind of desperate sometimes, I suppose you could say. Shield, long range shield generator. Give shield to a friendly battlesuit. That ability isn't great. I'm kind of interested. I haven't tried these before. We didn't go down the battlesuit route earlier, did we? Otherwise, maybe that'd be a slam dunk. Missile drone is actually kind of a fine 2-drop as well. Like, it's flying, 2 ranged. You're getting your value, aren't you? They do have to deal with it straight away. So, but by that, look, I was just about to say, you know, like it's fair into Asmodai. You know, like he pings it off, but he takes 2 damage, and he has to attack, so he can't just generate loads and loads and loads of secrets. But by that logic, Sniper Drone is terrible. Like 3 energy for 3 health, it just gets pinged off straight away. That's so pointless. Now I don't know what to make a Sniper Drone, because we haven't had any discounts. These would increase in value if we had more discounts. So I need things that are like objectively like good in terms of card slot value as well. This could, I mean, this is 3-4-4 for 4. You're kind of paying for this homing beacon option it gives you. But maybe, like, I can see a game where all you would need really is the homing beacon option. Like, just the fact it's giving you that. Riptide, I don't know. Like, should we try this? What just happened? Why did it do that twice? Did we... Was that just a glitch or something? We don't seem to have drawn any extra cards. But for some reason it just showed us stuff twice. That's weird. This looks quite poor. Yeah, long strike's amazing. I don't think that's too surprising. Oh, this deck has gone really strange, hasn't it? So we've got a kind of like a drone deck that is really, really cheap and light, and we're relying on the ethereals basically to just generate us these unifiers that will then create value. We don't like our end game tends to be just Storm of Fire, I think. I'd like another Unchi, but I'd also like experimental and protocols for these drones. We have so many drones. But you know what? I think like that's just the way it is. Wow. I feel like we kind of got screwed a little bit in terms of we went through 10 we went through 10 choices of 3 different packages and we never saw protocols or experimental. Wow, Skyray gunship. I got carried away by looking at the 8 and the long range, but I mean that looks like a trap to me. Crisis battlesuit, actually kind of love it. Dynamic offensive is okay. Like, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 5, 6, 8. Four out of... I mean, that's not enough, is it? But there's no other... No, it'd be 6. It'd be 6 out of 14, so slightly less than half. So we would tend to get at least 1 battlesuit with flank out of the 2 troops we draw. And I do like Crisis Battlesuit quite a bit. Yeah, you know, like, this gives us an endgame. I think this is a trap, for sure. And, you know, like, the long range on this also seems like a bit of a trap. I don't... With all of our drones and stuff, we can create Vanguard, and I do get how, like, maybe we could protect this, and then it could just long range. Yeah, I kind of see it. And then going into long strike, like, is fantastic value as well. Long range to all your troops. Oh, it's a bit of a straight. I mean, we should try this, I think, because my opinion on fortified positions is just an opinion. It just looks like a card where I'm like 4 energy, but I already have to be in a strong position to use it. You know, like I'm thinking of the worst situation. This card is just in my hand and does nothing. Fire warrior marksman as well. Like, I put it down, it just gets eliminated. There's no protection. I can't do anything about it. Whereas this feels like a strong free drop. I feel good putting this down on 3. And even if they eliminate it, they have to pay in health and energy to deal with like a flying 2/4/4. Dynamic offensive, not crazy about. If we just get 1 battlesuit out of it with flank, you get some of the value back. Yeah, I like this. Okay, what do I think of this deck? I think this deck is absolutely stupid. Like, it doesn't... I think this is a deck where Omisis is serving the deck. The deck isn't working for Omisos. Like, we're creating drones to protect other things. You know, like the ability, Omisis itself. We're not trying to just play drones and then get shields on them and make them super cheap and then just win through flooding the board. It almost seems like the drones are all just some way of finding like our battlesuits and serene unifiers. Or like, if we can get an Unshi on and it stays, we will start to generate value, I believe. If we get an Honoured Ethereal on and it stays, we get value. I actually spent a lot of time in that draft, didn't I? I've only got half an hour left. Okay. Oh, you know what? This could be a disaster. I think this could be a disaster. I think this could be terrible. The draft just didn't go the way that I wanted it to go at all. Who are we against? Am I happy with that? No. Gene Stealer Cult as well. So we might need that. But realistically, Gene Stealer Cult that starts really, really fast. No, we've got nothing here. Yeah, a Gene Stealer Cult that starts really fast immediately puts a sabotage. Okay, well there you go then. Yeah. There's the sabotage. Is drone port... I mean... I always struggle with this, like, what is it protecting? But a K on tactics is fine. Like, there is... like, our hand is just so bad and all of it demands actual units. Like, we have to have actual things. I think we just have to put it down, like, as early as possible. So there's like a Kion Tactics in here somewhere. I don't know where. And there's probably a Markerlight turn as well. I simply don't have anything to protect though, so... They might have already won this. Like an experimental Bio-Horrors onto the Biophagus. Suddenly they've got this nightmare. Like, it's going to be so difficult to get rid of this. What, like, I guess Marker Light, that's all I can really say. It would have to be like a really amazing Marker Light. Yeah.
Targeting information.
Okay. So we're looking for a Marker Light and just trying to be as annoying as possible. Worst comes to worst. I mean, we'd kind of take it if they experimental and do that again. Like, if they do that again, I think that's okay. Because we can go wide and start just pinging.
The day of ascension approaches.
Oh, and they got the ping on the wrong thing as well. We did kind of know that it could happen, but it does suck. For sure. Okay, on tactics. I'm aware of that. Calm down.
Targeting information.
Like, realistically, what do you do about this? There's not a lot, is there? Oh. So they feel it's gotten the value then? That's fine, isn't it?
Targeting matrix calculated.
Projecting energy field.
Okay, what I was scared of was just like a mass sabotage where they start by just throwing sabotages in our hands. We've got crap anyway. And then it just spirals into like a saboteur or something. Then they artifice saboteur or they uprising, and it's just like, oh my, like we can't handle this. We can't do anything about this. That's true, we are in position.
Projecting energy field.
But I don't feel like there's anything we can really kill that we can kill anyway. I think... yeah, marker lights. Absolutely fine, I think. Let's do it like this, actually.
Targeting information.
With me, my brothers and sisters, liberation is at hand.
Crap. Well, we kind of knew that we'd lost this already. Like, at the start, we were just looking at our hands, like, there's not a lot we can do here. And yeah, I mean, that's basically what's happened here. We're just done. Oh, it's such a shame, though, isn't it? It's really such a shame. Doesn't matter. Nah. So you just go for some damage just to get some skulls. Yeah. Fair enough. Are we just jinxed when it comes to the first match? No, I don't think so. Like, K on tactics. Ugh. There does not seem to be a towel package that has the AoE in it that would allow us to really, really take advantage. K on tactic can kind of like allow you to hang in there. And we don't have the payoffs for drones. Oh, man. Like, This draft just... Was I just supposed to go for battlesuits then? Was I supposed to read the message? Was I supposed to see the sign straight away when they offered us that initial pack? 'Cause this is ridiculous. Like, Inspired to Greatness is so dead. I didn't realise just how bad it would be, but it is... It's pretty dead. Unless your situation is already a solid one. That's just pointless.
This galaxy into a place of order and unity.
Targeting information.
Yeah, we're not even a control deck. We don't have the cards we would need to be a control deck. Ah, it's weird.
Weapon systems charged.
They will definitely want to ping the Honoured Ethereal. But we're not exactly curving out
Courage and
badly here.
discipline, we shall stand victorious.
I mean, next turn we can snipe a drone. Or we could miss our drone and just give her the shield back. Yeah. Oh, okay. So they're looking for some way of getting back into this, but they don't have it right now, is the message I'm getting. Whoops.
Targeting matrix calculated.
If you have to keep paying, we're fine. Oh, they are so greedy. This is kind of crazy. Yep. So, dynamic offensive. I think next turn is the turn. It's kind of a shame that the battlesuits will seem to be here. But our crisis battlesuit is still available. One, two, 1, 2. That's not it, is it? It kind of is, actually. I mean, we're still short no matter what we do. That's kind of awkward, isn't it?
Projecting energy field.
Okay. We kind of just get free pings and... Oh, I should have attacked first. Oh, this should have died. I was an idiot. I put the Guardian Drone down too early. Oh, that was a silly mistake, wasn't it? That's 5 damage that's coming for us that we didn't have to deal with. Oh, I'm so silly. Oh, I'm so stupid. Have I just thrown the match? I've just thrown the match, haven't I? All because of this. No, I mean, they were still going to create a lot of flayed ones, and we have no AoE. Yeah, but I mean, Riptide Battlesuit isn't doing anything, I don't think. Yeah, like, we're not doing anything.
Sharing the light of the Tau Empire.
Life must be expunged.
Crap. Yeah. Oh. It was 1 in 3, and it was probably going to happen anyway. I mean, they had a second attempt at it, didn't they?
Projecting energy field.
Target identified.
I think I've gotten tilted and played this game very badly. I think we've made some mistakes here. I'm kind of tilted. Just the draft didn't go the way I wanted it to go. We ended up with a deck that was very, very strange, and I feel like we should have just gone, okay, look, let's just go with it. You can't leave it though. Oh, seriously? Okay, I mean, we kind of run them down slightly, but not exactly.
Energy field.
So, lethal next turn? We can go up to 19. Not taking into account this, I assume this is, at least this is going to get destroyed.
Presence must be eradicated.
Oh. In some ways they're kind of scrabbling, like there's a lot of RNG here and it's ridiculous. Okay.
it mine.
Yeah, we're just kind of running them down, but it's mostly because they played some very, very greedy turns. And we got to go first, so we had a bit of a tempo advantage. Outside of that, we seem to be in a lot of trouble. Well, we kind of like this unless they have flank, because we don't care. Wow. I'm actually not sure what to make of that. Do we still have lethal? 7, 9, 12, 13, 18? Isn't that correct? Well, we're gonna have to double check this. 7, 7, 9, 10, 15, 18. No, that's not right. 7. Wait, 9, 11, 12, 17. We're off. Ah.
With courage and discipline, we shall stand victorious.
Projecting energy field.
No.
Disintegrate.
Okay, well, we managed to get at least one game out of this run, I suppose. So that's the best we can help. I'm just so irritated. Maybe we really were just supposed to go like full into battlesuits. Is there any other option? I don't think so.
Obstacle to be overcome.
Okay, it's 10:54. I think we've got time for one more match. Oh, I'm just not optimistic. I'm really, really like... I'm not optimistic at all. I think this is one of the worst drafts we've ever had. It's just been terrible. I think Enforcer Battlesuit comes way too late against Azrael as well, because we're going to have to play aggro. I guess we should just be glad that we haven't got like a standard drone draft against Azrael, because his late game is just plain better than ours. Yeah, missile drone port actually has a lot of value here, I think, into sniper drone. Dude, just agenda. Yeah, why are you messing around? You know full well you're not going to attack me. We both know.
Targeting matrix calculated.
So in an ideal world, we could like snipe a drone into ethereal. Crisis battlesuit isn't terrible either. He's just trying to create intercessors for some reason. He's not even putting them down because we would knock them off for free. Sense of Stone has surprising value here actually. He really wants to get to this, which is understandable. Yeah, so he's creating the intercessors, but he doesn't have a natural 2 or 3 drop. So Tarman's not in his hand, the rock isn't in his hand, of course. And he's now got it. So this missile drone's probably gone then, unless he's desperate. No, that's terrible. That's absolutely awful. I don't know what I just witnessed. That's not it at all. So Sense of Stone could be good here.
Projecting energy field.
Wow, what a terrible start for them. He hasn't been able to use his ability either because he's had to try and get rid of the Vanguard. And if we start putting down on the ethereals, I think it just gets worse.
The hunt never ends. Duty compels us forward.
I mean, this Deathwing Knight can't actually attack what we've got in the air anyway. We're just getting 3 pings off, aren't we? Yeah, Azriel's had to use his face. Oh my goodness, he didn't even... He just managed to find that. Are you serious? He literally just managed to pick that up. That's disgusting. Even then he didn't actually attack. What? I guess it can't be. That's a shame. Oh, of course. I'm so dumb. I'm so silly, aren't I? Do I really want to honour the ethereal here? Actually, I kind of do.
With courage and discipline, we shall stand victorious.
Oh man, I'm making so many misplays. I need to calm down and really focus on what I'm doing. This is kind of embarrassing. This is terrible. We had them in a great spot and we messed it up. But the fact that they somehow managed to draw the teleport as well when they weren't actually digging, Azrael had to attack us this whole time. Also felt a little bit BS, didn't it?
Fulfill our duty, no matter the cost.
I mean, you have to attack this, right? Okay. So I could Honoured Ethereal and deal 6 damage to something as like a little mini rampager perhaps.
The hunt never ends. Duty compels us forward.
Oh, for goodness sake, man. Again, maybe we should just be glad that they're having to use good cards to do this. But it is kind of tilting, right? Where you're just like, oh, come on. Go away.
Optimal target marked for elimination.
So I actually want the rest. Oh, I put his Fire Warrior on the wrong side. I am silly, aren't I? So this would deal 2, right? No, 1. That sucks. Was there a better turn? Thunder and Rampage on the Pathfinder. I still think the Pathfinder. Oh, come on! You're not even looking for these things. You are having to attack every single turn. You are just draw it. Oh, this is bollocks. This is bollocks. This is not the turn that I wanted to go to work on either. Just such rubbish. Absolute, just complete rubbish. For the love of God, like just stupid. So incredibly stupid.
With courage and discipline, we will stand victorious.
If you have it, you have it, but I'm kind of, I just feel done at this point. I'm just like, oh, for goodness sake, like, do whatever you want, I don't care. I've lost interest, genuinely. I'm just like, oh, whatever.
Projecting energy field.
I just feel so done. I feel like they drew everything. They drew everything, and then Azrael deck. Oh, like, are you taking the piss? He hasn't been searching for this stuff. Oh, for goodness sake, man. Just go away. Seriously, just go away. So we have lethal, but I am pissed off. So, you know, take that as you see it. I don't know. There you go. Beautiful. Go away, man. Seriously, just go away. That's just ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. Right, yeah. I actually really do need to set off now. We've barely even started the draft, so it is a little bit frustrating. But, you know, 2 wins, 1 loss. That last match, even after, you know, just so ridiculous. Like, just sick of Dark Angels. I'm sick of Azrael. Just, yeah, like, let's just stop for now. Let's try and, like, go to work and actually calm down a bit. Come back with, like, a good mindset. It's going to be, like, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. So I'm going to have to be quiet and just crack on.